how NGOs are different from corporates or for-profit organizations? What are the basic differences in an NGO and a for-profit? For-profit and not for-profit or corporate.
Board members cannot be remunerated.
Board members cannot be remunerated.
Or share the profit.
They are two different things. Share the profit and remuneration are two different things. Yes, sir.
The income cannot be distributed in a non-profit organization.
Income or surplus? Income or surplus? Surplus. Yeah, non-profit will not have profit, but it will be surplus. Surplus cannot be distributed. Okay. What else?
It's not profit driven. It's not profit driven.
It's not profit driven. So that means NGOs cannot make profit, or can they make profit? They can make profit.
It has to be funneled back into the system.
It would be used for the purposes of the organization. They don't exist to make profit, right? So we do not exist to make profit. Corporates exist to make profit. Coming back to this issue of difference between a corporate and an NGO, correct that the surplus cannot be distributed to the board members. That doesn't mean that because the board members will not get the surplus, they will not be interested in the organization. They have a very high stake in the organization and they have to play that role of the independent body or a group of people who have no conflict of interest, or they are not interested parties in the organization. How the transaction takes place in an NGO, in a corporate, in a for-profit organization. Suppose you are a trading organization, not a manufacturing organization, right? So you buy, let's say you are dealing with toothpaste, okay? So you buy toothpaste, wholesale rate, Let's say for toothpaste you buy one tube for 40 rupees, wholesale, right? Then you find a customer, and you sell the toothpaste to that customer for 60 rupees. Yes.
I think you are talking about NGOs have accrued or mercantile transactions.
No, let's not get. See, I don't understand this kind of complicated words. So we'll be very, very simple. It is a very simple concept. I'll just try to make you understand. So 40 rupees, we sell it for 60 rupees. So we get 20 rupees. Now here, when you give 40 rupees, what goes out from the trader? Rupees, money. And what you get? The toothpaste, right? So there is a circular transaction here, right? Here, what goes out from the is the product, and what comes back is cash, circular, right? So this is complete here. This is complete here, and so in this process there is a accrual of 20 rupees or 20 rupees of surplus has come. Now that will again get plowed back, or this 20 rupees can be taken out also and 40 rupees can be plowed back, and again the same transaction will continue. In this circle there will be some accruals or surpluses, right? This is how. And of course if it is a manufacturing organization, then they will buy raw materials, process it, make a product, sell it, and the same process. So at every level there is a consideration attached. You give something, you get something, right? This is how a corporate or a for-profit world operates. How a not-for-profit world operates.
You may not get back anything tangible.
So there is somebody sitting far away. an individual. See, who is a donor? When we, the so-called donors that we look at floating around in India today, they are not donors. You know, we talk about DFID or European Commission and all that. And are they donors? Who is a donor?
The person who gets something.
The person who gives something. All others are intermediaries. The donor is somebody who is a taxpayer sitting in UK or US or somebody who has actually given something out of his own income. Right? So that is the donor. And that, you know, there are many donors who contribute and there is a fund or a donor created who is actually intermediary, collects funds. And this donor gives it to an NGO, NGO may give to another and then another may give, finally it will reach to some sort of a beneficiary. So what goes back? Like in the corporate, what we saw was something always flowing backwards. Here it's only a linear model. In a for-profit it is always a circular model. You give something, you get something. Here you give and give, and here you get and forget. Okay, sometimes, not always. So this is a linear model of reaching here, and of course what goes back is in terms of reports and compliances and things like that. So profit versus surplus and loss versus deficit. So therefore we don't call it profit, we call it surplus, and when we say loss we call it deficit.